donations for service dogs continue to increase, researchers at the Center for the Human-Animal Bond determined that there was a need to use a standardized measure to evaluate the beneficial effects of service dogs on human health and well-being. And while previous studies have demonstrated an improvement in quality of life for people with service dogs, there's not been a study showing measurable benefits until now. Jessica Bebo is a research scientist and is one of the authors of the research study. She joins us today with Tracy Salazar, the mother of a service dog recipient. Thank you both for being here. Why was this study so important in demonstrating the benefits of service dogs?
Well, this study was important because it really is a large sample of family members whose loved ones are living with a variety of chronic conditions. It was funded by Elanco Animal Health, and it allowed us to compare individuals whose family member had already been living with a service dog to those who are on a wait list to receive one. We found that those living with a service dog experienced less worry about their children or spouses or other loved ones' health. They also had better emotional functioning compared to those not living with a service dog. And in families with a service dog, there was better overall family functioning.
All right, Tracy, so how has having a service dog in your family really impacted your life?
For us, it's been really amazing. I have a 26-year-old daughter who has seizures, epilepsy, and she has a couple seizures a week. She used to have a lot more. And our dog will come and get us and let us know she's having a seizure. And that's been incredible for me because I can actually breathe a sigh of relief a little bit. Oh, hello. And when she's seizing, you know, it's like you're on all the time. You're guarding and watching against it. And so the dog, you know, will take his time to duty and he'll come get us. And then he'll always grab us and take us back to her, and he cuddles with her during and after her seizure, which somehow makes the whole scene somewhat more bearable.
And what are the significant benefits that service dogs have for their recipients and family members?
So this study we also did a study looking at the impact of the service dog recipients themselves. And we found that they had not only better overall psychosocial well-being, so social functioning, emotional functioning, and they also had better functioning in both work and school. Whereas with family members, we really saw that it was that emotional functioning and that it most likely has its roots in experiencing less worry about their loved ones.
Okay, so what would you say then to someone who's thinking about getting a service dog?
You know, it's been really amazing for my family. The dog has a different relationship with each of us, my husband, my son, myself, my daughter. He's, of course, her best friend and is always there. And she comes out of her shell in public because people always come up and ask about her dog. And then the medical benefits, of course, of being able to come get us and letting us be able to sigh in relief. I would totally recommend it. We actually got our dog from Canine Assistance. That's where Aster's from. And you can go to canineassistance.org to learn more about whether a service dog is right for you and what they can do and what the responsibilities are.
Well, really cool. Thanks for being with us today. Important information.
Thank
you.
Coming up after this short break, we'll take a look at